and various omens began to appear among the Devas, foreboding fear. Indra's favorite thunderbolt blazed up in a fright. Meteors with flames and smoke, loosened from the Vulcan, shot down during the day, and the weapons of the Vasus, the Rudras, the Adityas, the Sadhyas, the Marutas, and other Devas began to spend their force against one another. Such a thing had never happened even during the war between the Devas and the Asuras, and the winds blew, accompanied with thunder, and meteors fell by thousands. And the sky, though cloudless, roared tremendously, and even he, who was the Deva of the Deva, shed showers of blood, and the flowery garlands on the necks of the Devas faded, and their prowess suffered diminution, and terrible masses of cloud dropped thick showers of blood, and the dust raised by the winds darkened the splendor of the very coronets of the Devas. And he of 1,000 yajnas with the other Devas, perplexed with fear at the sight of those dark forebodings, spoke unto Brihaspati thus: Why, O worshipful one, have these natural disturbances suddenly arisen? No foe do I behold who would oppress us in war. Brihaspati answered, O chief of the Devas, O thou of 1,000 yajnas, it is from thy fault and carelessness, and owing also to the ascetic penances of the high-souled great rishis, the Valakhilyas, that the son of Kashyapa and Vinata, a ranger of the skies, endued with great strength and possessing the capacity of assuming at will any form, is approaching to take away the Soma, and that bird, foremost among all, endued with great strength, is able to rob you of the Soma. Everything is possible with him. The unachievable he can achieve. Sauti continued. Indra, having heard these words, then spoke unto those that guarded the Amrita, saying, A bird endued with great strength and energy has set his heart on taking away the Amrita. I warn you beforehand, so that he may not succeed in taking it away by force. Brihaspati has told me that his strength is immeasurable, and the Devas, hearing of it, were amazed and took precautions, and they stood surrounding the Amrita, and Indra also, of great prowess, the wielder of the thunder, stood with them. And the Devas wore curious breastplates of gold, of great value, and set with gems, and bright leathern armor of great toughness. And the mighty deities wielded various sharp-edged weapons of terrible shape, countless in number, emitting, even all of them, sparks of fire with smoke. And they were also armed with many a discus, an iron mace furnished with spikes, and trident, battle axe, and various kinds of sharp-pointed missiles, and polished swords, and maces of terrible form, all befitting their respective bodies. And, decked with celestial ornaments and resplendent with those bright arms, the Devas waited there, their fears allayed, and the Devas, of incomparable strength, energy, and splendor, resolved to protect the Amrita, capable of splitting the towns of Asuras, all displayed themselves in forms resplendent as the fire. And in consequence of the Devas standing there, that would be battlefield, owing to hundreds of thousands of maces furnished with iron spikes, shone like another firmament, illumined by the rays of the sun. So ends the 30th section in the Āstïka Parva of the Adi Parva.